Former West Indies fast bowler Ian Bishop believes that in the coming months, Cricket West Indies will have to decide whether Roston Chase is the right man to lead the Test team. Wonderful peeps, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's a boy SAE. Bless upon yourself and thank you all for tuning into this one. So people, as you guys hear in the opening statement, Ian Bishop believed that Roston Chase is not the right man to lead West Indies Test team as captain. And my people, some of the time these guys they say a lot of stuff in the media, guys. This was bound to happen. His captaincy was always under scrutinizing eyes. Because by right, everybody thought that he was never ready to be West Indies Test captain. You understand? And Darren Sammy go out of his way just to get this man in the test team and give him the captaincy, which a lot of people found his method was stupidity, or his method was not warrant, or hasn't shown any success so far. You understand? I know people gonna say, give him more time, give him more time. I'm not the one calling for him to resign, the people. I'm just the messenger in this situation. My opinion, I'm gonna give it in the later on in the video. But to be honest, guys, he hasn't really performed as yet as captain, to be frank, if you guys have been watching Test cricket. So let's hear what Ian Bishop had to say, then we zoom in and to some comment and what the other fans had to say. But my people, if it's the first time on the channel though, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to be the first alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. So let's quote what Ian Bishop said. He said, Roston, by his own admonition, has struggled big time with the bat, and it still bemuses me that a guy who can score 5 test match hundreds in his first 20 or so test matches has reached this point of his career at age 33 where he's struggling to put even moderate innings together. Right? So the West Indies are fortunate in that they have 5 or 6 months before their next test series to try to determine whether Rastan is capable, first of all, of holding his place in the team and whether he can continue. So that's their decision to make. Right? He further said his bowling has really fired in his bowling hasn't really fired in the way that he would have hoped, and he's still not as sharp in terms of the captaincy strategically as I was hoping that he would reach. But again, they have 5 or 6 months to make that decision as to whether he continues. But it's more than the captaincy. For me, the big thing is how we develop batters around the Caribbean. How do we fulfill Alec Athanas? You have got 1 or 2 other young guys around the Caribbean, and how do we bring them to maturation? Otherwise, we're going to chase leadership. We are going to change coaches, and the results still won't be what we expected. You understand, my people? So Ian is saying that Chase doesn't fit into the test team as a player, let alone as captain. The management needs to take a call on him. So what he's basically saying to you guys, fire Roston Chase is not worthy of being the West Indies test team captain. He can't keep his position in the team, either batter, bowl, or captaincy. So what's the benefit of him in the team? And he's saying that the West Indies need to think twice, or Darren Sammy, matter of fact, need to think of a way how they're going to mitigate around this situation, because he's not the only one seeing that Rastan Chase is not fit to lead West Indies team, right? But honestly, people, I want you guys to leave your honest comment down below, because from even before he take over the job as captains, a lot of people have their eyes saying that he's not the right fit for the job. As I mentioned before, Joshua Da Silva was the man to take over, or should have been the man to take over the mantle. But Darren Sammy come in with his philosophy or his system and ruin everything, for that to happen. And from that day, we haven't seen Da Silva in West Indies Test colours. From Brathwaite leave, Da Silva leave. So both the captain and vice captain left, and I thought that's why Da Silva had what it takes to develop as a captain. He was young and he has shown potential, but They just not go for him, and it happens. We're not gonna really blame anybody or rate it, but it happens. So let's run through some comments, guys, and then remember, leave your honest opinion in the comment section. All right. So um correct. I really can't understand what he is doing there, right? Um Ian Bishop is 100% correct. Chase should never have been the captain as he can't hold his position as a batsman or bowler. They gave the captaincy based on hope rather than performance. Shy Hope should be the captain, however, he can't be the wicketkeeper at the same time. Too much responsibility, and maybe he might have to give up the one day and 2020 captaincy. Right? Um, Mr. Emmanuel commented where he was like, to will join the call, and I was a big fan of Chase, but he has to produce the goods, and that how it goes in sport. Again, the week West Indies board has not sacked Chase or the coach, and that should make all of us very uncomfortable. In a sensible jurisdiction, the coach and the coach would have been sacked. You should have said the captain and the coach should have been sacked. Interviews would have started now, and the silence is deafening. The West Indies Cricket Board is suffering from um some kind of paralysis. So man, I try to say it seems like the West Indies Cricket Board is suffering from dementia, or are they dumb, are they numb to they can't feel or see anything that's happening. Another person, Kim Joseph, commentary was like, no, this is a man who tries to stay neutral and things, but in his heart, he knows Chase doesn't belong on the team, let alone captain. I think he feels he has to say the truth. And everybody, as I said, have their honest opinion whether or not he believe they think he should be in the team or not. He's not performing his scores. He haven't really scored a half century as yet since he take over the captaincy. His bowling hasn't really clicked as yet either. So, it's kind of in a situation where it's tricky, really, really tricky. But Maurice Manders comment, I agree with Bishop. You have front seat watching the West Indies players. I don't understand why legends like yourself continually saying we have the talent. So what's the problem? The pitches, the small pool of players, are their mental approach to cricket. Wanting to be Richards, Lara and Sobers without appreciating the basics. Try not to get out and bowl for the top of stump, and a single run improves the score, catches, win matches. So mighty Father, I'm not gonna really read anymore now, guys. Just grab your opinion and share it in the comment section. You understand? Best up on yourself.